So I stipulate that the Earth is actually a cylinder, so you can fall off the edge and also see the curve of the horizon. Chris stipulates that it's like one of those rubber things that you flip inside out and it bounces, but it's convex. It's supported by 4 pillars. What's on the pillars? Just like nothingness?
They're just pillars. I
don't know. Do people live on the pillars?
Wait, they're columns or pillars?
I think columns.
Okay.
What's the important difference?
I think Earth is the roof of a gazebo in heaven.
Maybe. Earth is the roof of a gazebo in heaven.
Yeah.
Wait.
We're just in the central garden.
We're in heaven. The
garden is the universe.
I thought you were saying the gazebo is like underneath that is heaven.
No, the gazebo is just in heaven.
Okay, that's feasible.
According to the Podcasting Network, these are the sins of the podcast Fools in Fiction. First, we missed a week. We've done that a few different times. It happens, but apparently that's not good enough for the Podcasting Network. Second, bad audio quality. You all have heard the demon voice. I mean, that's true. Podcasts should be good to listen to. Also, like, inconsistent audio quality, you know. But that's how it be. That's how it be. I guess we can't really fault them for that. That is a sin. Third, not knowing what the network's URL is. Okay. And fourth, we summoned a godlike entity into this world. Let's talk about that for a sec.
Yeah.
So,
whoops, guys.
A few episodes ago, you know when we had that the When to See You episode and we had to re-record it? That was because in the first recording, I guess talking like some Beetlejuice kind of shenanigans happened, and When to See You Wendy manifested in our world, and she said some like incantations or something.
It spooked me, and I also think I think it made John levitate for a bit.
Yeah, maybe it did something with the Podcasting Network because they did not like that, and I guess we're announcing this now because we can speak our minds. They have chased us off campus. We are fugitives. We are on the run, and right now we are camping in the woods
with electricity and internet.
Yeah, I mean it's the modern age.
Yeah,
and Chris is here too.
You mentioned John levitating. I thought he just does that.
Oh, really?
John, do you just levitate?
Yeah. You guys haven't noticed?
Oh my god, John is here.
Fuck.
Anyway, so because of all of this, well, one, I guess, good thing we can finally say what's been happening, why we've been doing that propaganda, because we are now free from the Podcasting Network. Well, we're not free from it, we're running from it, but we're free from their censorship. Yeah. We do not have an episode topic for this week, so we thought Chris might be able to give us one.
Chris, give us
give us an episode.
Alright, talk about Halloween and figure out how to fuse it with some other random topic. Like,
okay. What random topic do we want to?
Communism, gentrification, I don't know, something.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not informed enough.
Spooky communism?
Alright.
I'm at least down to say that, oh my god, there was a tweet from Jared Kushner or Don Jr. or one of those mongrels that it was like, my daughter won't be participating in Halloween because it's a handout, and that it's socialism, and I'm like,
I didn't see that. I did see the video of Donald Trump like handing Halloween candy to kids, and he was giving them full-size bars.
And he put one on the head of a trick-or-treater that was dressed as a minion. And
Donald Trump is a morally awful person, but he gives out full-size candy bars, and I don't know how to cope with the split.
So the real problem is that if we enacted communism, that Halloween would stay the same in that, you know, there would be equal distribution of candy. Mm-hmm. But there wouldn't be those people that are rich enough to afford to give out full-size bars.
I don't know if...
Or if you just give out less. So everyone might get like 3 smaller bars and 1 full-size bar.
Maybe. So we are also... The core conceit of communism is like, you get given what you work. So the thing is like... the profits are the unpaid wages of the laborers,
right?
And so that there's none of that shit anymore. You get what you work for, So, do you have to work for Halloween?
Well, I guess you work by walking around, right?
Okay.
That's
so you're like burning
fine,
off the
that's
calories.
labor.
So would everyone just walk around with like vats of candy and give them to each other? Because like everyone would be
No.
trick-or-treater, right?
But like
I also don't fundamentally understand how communism works.
we're college students. I don't think any of us
we
do.
were college students.
Well, we've been expelled.
Yes.
So we are college
by the podcasting
literate.
network.
Yeah, it's really impressive how much control they have over William and Mary.
Yeah.
So I think on Halloween you would have random lots decide who would give away the candy. And so like no one appoints it, so there's like no bias. And if you get picked like 3 years in a row or something, you can petition.
Okay. So like jury duty.
Yeah.
But for Halloween.
Yeah. And those people go out and get candy. And depending on how philanthropic they are, they can choose to give however many. But I think they would give in accordance to how much the kid had walked.
How would they know?
Like a pedometer or odometer or whatever it's
But
called.
then you could cheat and go like, eh.
Wait, and I don't understand how this is connected to communism, because isn't this connected to, like... Isn't this...
Because then you're saying whoever puts in the most work gets the most candy.
Isn't that the whole idea of, like, the supposed free market?
Yes and no, but, like, the free market also has this idea of, like, investing and stuff. I don't know.
Would everyone just have to buy candy, then send all the candy to the government, and then the government would evenly distribute the candy?
Well, in, like... the end state of communism, depending on who you ask, there is no government.
I guess that's fair. Like, which stage of communism are we?
Yeah.
Are we in the tyrant section, or
Wait,
are
are
we
we
like
saying...
ideal end
Wait.
section?
So, let's realize this.
Mm-hmm.
So, are we saying that we enact communist Halloween, which leads us to a communist society, or are we saying that
No.
communist Halloween results from a communist
Communist
society?
Halloween results from a
Halloween
communist
would work in a true communist society.
Okay. Well, and then the question is, what stage of communism is the quote-unquote
Yeah.
true
If it's in the
communist
tyrant
society?
stage, then yeah, everyone is forced to buy candy, send it to the government. The government takes...
keeps like 90%.
Yeah, the government takes some of it as tithes and sends back, like, equal amounts
to everyone but government dissidents.
Yeah, who are locked up behind peppermint bars in jail.
Yeah.
Peppermint bars?
Like, or candy cane.
So like,
Candy
if,
cane.
if you're rude, to
I don't know why I said peppermint bars. I wanted like the bars of like a
It's
jail
just
cell.
Halloween. They go to normal jail.
Yeah, wait.
And
They go to
prison
normal
camp.
jail?
Why would the jail be different in a communist society?
No.
In a Halloween communist-
But the prison is different because it's Halloween prison.
Well,
so like this communist
Are you proposing that there's a different prison for people who get arrested on Halloween?
not currently,
Tyrants, is there like
but
different
later.
Halloween torture?
I
What is
guess
Halloween torture? Tell me about this.
they make you watch Scary Movie 2 on loop for eternity.
Oh my god, we watched that the other day, and it was like it was a bad
It was-
decision.
And you're forced to eat,
Unwatchable.
like celery, while everyone else
Yeah.
eats chocolate.
So my thing is that in a tyrant stage communist society that has celebrations of holidays that aren't like directly tied to the government, then they would have specific gulags for that.
Mm-hmm.
So like,
So candy gulag.
yeah, or like if you didn't give enough
don't know.
generous gifts out on Christmas to the government, then you would be forced to eat shit from a reindeer
Say
or
if you do
something.
crimes, your community service is being the people that
Wait.
distributes the candy.
Maybe. Because then you can touch, but you can't have.
And then that's the punishment. If
Yeah.
you're bad, then you don't get
That
candy.
makes sense.
Why are candy canes and reindeers for you associated with Halloween and not
Yeah,
Christmas?
I know. I said Christmas for the reindeer. I said that. So I was thinking of like
okay.
We're still not done with communist Halloween. Don't go to communist Christmas yet.
I was just thinking
too
of
early.
like candy canes, and I'm like, that's candy, and they could make
That's
a
true.
jail
That is
cell.
candy.
So, is it against communist law to give out non-Halloween themed candy on Halloween?
What is Halloween?
But
themed
yeah,
candy?
actually better because you know those people that give out like Bible verses and stuff instead of candy.
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
That's not Halloween, nor is
Yeah.
it
So
candy.
would they be punished?
They'd be put in ultra jail, dude.
Ultra Halloween gulag.
But so my thing is like,
assuming they haven't already banned religion to the highest degree.
well, no, yeah, because like, how do you have Christmas and also ban religion?
And then I guess Halloween as a tradition is based in superstition. So
Like Samhain.
Would it be banned in a communist society like Christmas as well?
No, we're assuming that the communist society just allows for like these.
Okay.
Maybe they modify it or something?
Yeah.
Because I know the ideal communist model is a complete atheism, right? I think that was one of Marx's main ideas.
I think it's that.
I think
it's that those in power don't ascribe to a religion.
I think there's a particular version of Marxism called
Theistic Marxism? or something
no,
like
it's
that?
someone else's name, Marxism. Like global Marxism that has that. But I don't think that's... I mean, I don't know a whole lot about Marxism, but I think that that's just one version.
What if we just read the Communist Manifesto?
I don't know if that would be a great idea.
What?
Googling it.
Hold on.
Sorry, this is such a strange episode, y'all. We'll be back on our normal stuff next week.
Yeah.
Once you get out of the woods.
Yeah. Currently, we're just like hunkering down in the woods in this fucking sweltering heat.
Yeah.
I think we're going to go invade South Carolina next week.
We are?
Yeah, aren't we? Is that not in the plan? Oh, fuck.
Oh, shoot.
All right.
We have
So,
a document.
our plan for being dissidents against the podcasting network officially starts next week, and I thought it was starting by going to South Carolina.
It might be. I might just be tired. I might just be forgetting. No.
No, South Dakota has oil barons and also sucks ass.
Wait, so where are you trying to run to?
South Carolina.
But what's the...
Like-
why can't the podcast touch you in South Carolina? What?
Well,
defensive
it would be
barrier?
like at least a state buffer.
Okay.
Like, they'd have to get through North Carolina first. And I've
Okay.
got a good friend that
And
lives
so they're powerful here, but
Yeah,
they're not
it's-
over statewide
I mean,
power.
we hope.
there. Well, I would assume it's...
Like you don't have to go to Leningrad anytime soon or something.
No.
Okay.
I would assume it would be like inverse square law.
Yeah.
Where like the farther away they get from campus, the weaker they become.
Yeah. That's assuming that they're based on campus. I mean, this is a good way of testing it. I don't know.
Is there with the power determined by how far the radio waves go from their podcast?
The radio waves?
But no, the point is that the
Never
podcast...
mind. Internet exists.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's distributed on the internet.
Yeah.
Internet.
So, if South Carolina doesn't work, we have to go to some place without internet, which is going to be a pickle, because how do we distribute this without internet?
I'm sure we'll
Pigeons.
find a way.
Yeah. So anyways, back to Halloween communism.
I wonder if we've exhausted it.
Well, no, because
do you have more to say?
communism is they decide to expand it to other things other than just the politics. Like, say, if the calendar starts working communist, where every single thing is spread out throughout the
Evenly?
entire calendar year. So would Halloween be like a certain amount of every day throughout the year? Rather than
Oh
a
my
24-hour
god.
period?
Oh my god, Chris, that's such a good idea.
I like that, where like for a fucking picosecond every day you get candy.
Oh, it's not because those are like religious festivals where it's like fasting for a certain amount of time.
Oh,
That's split
yeah.
throughout the year.
Yeah, so like from sun up to sundown.
Well, actually, that would
you
make it
get
not as
candy.
bad. It's just the normal time you can't eat. You cannot eat.
What if it's just like an average distribution, so you can decide how much is Oh, then maybe that's not communist.
So it's like 20. What's
If it's like, all right, you have to have 24 hours of Halloween just
365 days.
somewhere in the year.
Well, if it's like the same amount of time each day, how much time each day would that be?
So
if it's like
let me-
24 divided by 365?
Well, let's do the dimensional analysis here.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's 365 divided by 24 again.
No,
Divided by...
it's time.
So we've
So
got-
it's 24 times 60 divided by 365.
That's... So what units are we in now?
We're in minutes.
So that's about 4 minutes a day.
Okay.
Okay.
It's Halloween. That sounds good. That sounds reasonable.
No,
the
I'm fine
Halloween
with that.
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. What minutes are the Halloween minutes?
I think midnight to 12:04. That's like a pretty spooky time, right? But it's like not inconveniencing people that can't stay up super late.
I'm gonna push 11 to 11:04.
Okay, I think that works.
This is a bizarre episode.
So, we've decided that the Halloween minutes are from 11 to 11:04. Do like
Yeah.
Is this agreed?
Yeah, I'd be fine with that.
okay,
It is done.
it is done.
It is law.
So, based on time zones, the East Coast gets Halloween and then 56 minutes after East Coast Halloween ends, then you have
Yeah.
So Halloween is like a constant band.
It's like the Purge.
That's like just circling around the world.
Yeah.
And when you're in that band, you're celebrating Halloween.
Well,
oh my god, what if they have it exactly when sunset happens?
So it would vary
That
a
way you
time
know.
of day, but it would always be like
When
the
the
first
sunset
4
happens.
minutes of sunset.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be nice.
I feel like aren't there real traditions that happen at particular times or like particular locations of the sun?
Yes.
Like at sundown.
Yeah,
isn't the what's it called in Islam?
the 5 times you pray
Yeah,
a day.
what's that
I don't
called?
remember what it's called.
Yeah, isn't that determined by the sun?
Some of them are. One of them is on sunrise. I believe one of them is on noon, and I believe one is on sunset.
That's a good idea. I like the idea of dividing the time based on where the sun is.
Okay.
And so then if the politics and the calendar work in a communist system, what other things could work in a communist system? And how would that affect Halloween?
I think we've missed the big Halloween communist problem, which is...
Well, tell us what the big Halloween communist problem is on this here day, Joe.
I think it's how you do costumes. So, like...
Oh.
Everyone makes a costume and everyone gets one fraction of every costume.
No, because, like, in communism, you can still express individuality.
That's true. So everyone would have the same budget for their costume then.
Maybe. But, like...
Wait, is it still you only wear it 4 minutes a day?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess, unless you otherwise want to wear the costume for longer.
Oh, yeah.
But that might be promoting Halloween outside of scheduled Halloween time.
That's fair. So they might have to be one of the people that's giving out candy.
But how can you tell if someone is wearing their Halloween costume or not? How would you enforce that?
But, like, state surveillance of
I guess how
private
they
housing.
enforce any other law, if they're caught, you're in trouble. If you're not, you're
But
not
how
in
do you
trouble.
but how do you determine if it's a Halloween costume?
Well,
I feel like
so,
that could
like-
lead to some structural
Easy, you have
problems.
If you-
a designated uniform, and if you go out of that for any reason outside of the designated hours, you're sent to the gulag.
No.
Okay, so like Casual Friday, but for Halloween and only for Halloween.
But my thing is, like, people, like, what if you're going on, like, a fancy date? Because that can occur in communism. Like, you can spend wealth towards, like, goods.
Well, I guess are you required to participate in Halloween every four minutes that it happens, or is it just that's when you can
I think it's
do the Halloween
optional.
stuff? Yeah.
It's optional? Okay.
I would think. Because, like...
Yeah, I guess there's no reason to
Like,
keep
it's not like, oh, we have to stop whatever we're doing right this minute to celebrate
Yeah,
Halloween.
exactly. Like, what if you're busting
Oh,
a
pilot, I
nut
know
during
we're-
Halloween?
That's the optimal time.
Like,
Spooky nut! Oh.
It's the last day before November. You
Wait,
gotta
so
get it on.
here's the real question.
Okay.
If we extend time like this, then we extend No Nut November all throughout the individual
So, wait,
days.
you have no nut, wait,
We have, like,
What do you
yeah.
mean, no,
So,
no,
no. So,
no,
be
not calendar. year.
4
24...
times 31. So it's,
No,
it's about 2 hours.
24 times 30.
Wait, it's just 1/12 of the day.
What?
24 divided by 12. Yeah, it's about 2 hours.
What do you... How?
November is
There's
1/12
12
of the
months,
year.
and November
No,
is
it's
1/12.
not exactly.
Well, it's around.
Hold on, I'm going to do
We're
this
not
on
going
my
for,
phone.
like, are we going for exact math or are we going for estimations?
I'm
in
going to
our
go for
communist
exact
Halloween
math.
system?
I'm going to go for exact math.
You can't do exact math with time.
Yeah, especially because 24 hours is kind of like
It's
an
the length
iffy
of
thing.
the length of the
But it's also
length
not
of the
exactly
year.
24 hours,
No,
right?
it's-
the
It's,
length
like,
of the
slightly
year
different and it
changes
varies.
numbers of
Hold on.
days based
So
on leap years.
24 times 30 divide by 6.
See, 30 you're already using
times
an
6.
approximation.
Divide by 365. So that's... Yeah, you're right. It's almost 2 hours.
I did the math.
It's 1.972. Wait, we'll multiply this by 60?
Are you keeping track? Are you propagating your errors properly? I don't think so. I think a much better estimate is 2 hours.
No, it's 118 minutes.
So how would math work in this communist system? Would every answer to a math problem be the sum of all other answers to math problems?
I don't think
Lay that
communism...
out for me again. What?
I don't think communism transcends space-time, where it's like, how much
You
fissionable material do you need to, like, do something is like, the sum of all fissionable material?
Yeah.
That's
Averages.
not...
Communism is averages.
What are you talking about? This
Wait.
is the 78th math problem in all of existence, so I have to add up the previous 77 and divide
This
it by
would not be
78.
good.
So
Also, the
my...
average would change with this. No, it wouldn't, because over time, Wait, no, it would.
This is really similar to like stationary states and quantum mechanics.
So my big thing is
worried
like,
that
what
it's
if your
true.
answer to a math problem isn't numbers? So like, what if you're just like, what if
Then you're wrong because it's math.
The average of the letters is also a
the average of the letters? Yeah, you end up writing fucking Shakespeare because you average the letters for your math homework.
We're having some incredible ideas now that we're free from the tyranny of the podcasting
Well,
network.
yeah, you know how, like...
We've stopped drinking their Kool-Aid, and now we have the best ideas.
We know the theory that, like, if enough monkeys mash on keyboards,
Yeah.
eventually one will write
So by the law of
Macbeth.
averages.
So by that law, doing enough math
No,
in this
not the law of
communist
averages.
system, you will write Macbeth.
By the way,
Macbeth, dude, that's like that MacBook Pro, MacBook Extra, Macbeth. So,
What's the alternative? Macbeth? I don't like that.
so
It's
finally,
It's Macbeth?
Yeah.
That's McDonald's.
McDonald's, Macbeth.
Yeah.
You see, the same
McDonald's.
argument can be used against you.
so my big question is, in a communist system, is everyone required to have the same length dick?
Yeah.
Yes.
How do you enforce
Surgery.
Surgery, dude, including
Well, also-
women.
Wait, does that mean that the dick
How do
lengths
names
can't
work
change,
then?
or is it a zero-sum game? No.
No, so like,
So if someone gets an erection, everyone gets an erection.
yeah.
Or no, everyone gets an even proportion of an erection.
How do you get enough both doctors and dick meat for all those operations?
Dick meat.
The average dick size is going to be very small.
Well, everyone's partially a doctor as a profession. Everyone is all professions.
Whoa.
But, like...
Including anarchist?
Is anarchist a profession?
Okay,
I would-
well, hold on, you're the doctor for the next minute.
God,
They have, like,
So-
so, games where you run back and forth, like, tag thing. It's like that, but for surgeries.
I really like the idea that, like, the
man.
sum total of human knowledge is evenly distributed. No, this is the joke of you get the brain cell for the minute.
Yeah.
Where everyone else is a fucking idiot and one person knows everything.
So yeah, okay. So if everything has to be evenly distributed, what about like discrete quantities? Like we know in quantum dynamics that like
That's how we find the discrete quantities, because they're in the average. So we're like, okay, why is it like this? And then
Wait.
you find it.
what?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm assuming you're talking about secrets.
Secrets.
I'm saying there's some things that you can't get smaller than. Like there's an
Planck
amount.
length. I thought you couldn't get smaller than Planck length.
It's just we don't have the math for it. I think.
Oh.
Or we don't have the right models for it
Will communism provide the math for smaller than Planck length?
because it requires the averaging. So it requires like a continuous spectrum.
So yes.
Spectrum.
So if gravity was evenly distributed across the universe, would we be heavier than we are now? or would we be lighter?
Dude, I don't want to get into the fucking cosmogony-based
What is
communism.
cosmogony?
It's a word.
No, I know it's a word. I just don't know what
It's
it
like
means.
it's like theogony, but for the cosmos instead of gods.
Oh, okay.
I really, really don't want the idea of we're all sharing the same particles.
But then,
Do we eventually just become the Borg?
Wait, you know what this is?
this is Hinduism.
No, this is not Hinduism. This is Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Oh no!
I don't
This
want
is
to
the
become
third
orange
impact.
juice.
Give him the fucking robot, Shinji.
But we're all Shinji.
No!
Then what robot is there to get into?
All the robot.
Yeah.
So we're
the
all
orange
things.
juice.
So we're like
This is Hinduism.
So
so
you are what you eat. Yeah, this is Hinduism.
so we're just the end result of the Borg, where we've
This-
taken over everything, and everything is the Borg.
No. it's a
'cause
much
that's
more
not
literal
averages.
sense.
That's everyone becoming the Borg, not everyone becoming the sum of everything the Borg has assimilated.
But like,
We're Hinduism because we're all becoming, what's his face, Brahma?
Brahma?
Yeah.
by the
So-
way, if we're
Or wait, is
wrong,
it Brahmin?
I don't want to offend
Is
other
it Brahma
like
or Brahman?
people that actually.
I don't think it's Brahma.
Are,
'Cause that sounds like ramen.
No, Brahman is definitely a thing.
I do not wish to offend people that practice Hinduism.
Brahman is also a leatherworks company.
So is it Brahma?
Oh, Brahman is a class in Hinduism.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
do you mean like a social status or like a class that you take?
Sorry, there's two different spellings. One is Brahman connotes, that's a word. The highest universal principle, the ultimate reality in the universe. The final cause of all that exists. Pervasive, genderless, infinite, eternal truth and bliss.
Dude, I'm down for being pervasive and genderless and infinite.
I don't
That's
know.
how we destroy the patriarchy.
Yeah, Brahma's known as the creator, Shiva's known as the destroyer.
Yeah. So I think we're thinking of Brahman.
I think, because Brahman's the sum of all of it.
Okay.
Right?
So then we just divide by the number, and then we are at...
But, like, isn't the number infinite? Or is the universe finite?
It's like an integral.
I think
hit
what
the
we're really
mic.
getting at is when we all become Brahmin, what would Halloween be like?
All the dates are the same, so, like, it's the same as anything else. Just existing as everything.
Maybe this is, like... I don't know. Is this heaven? Is this hell?
I mean, I guess we're both the distributor and the consumer of the candy.
And we are the candy.
Yeah.
And we are the costumes.
Yeah.
And so, ultimately, it's Halloween every fucking day once we become the true communist gestalt.
Yeah, because who said that we had to
Well, we're
distribute
all
Halloween
the
into the
days
days?
as well.
We could just distribute them amongst all time. This
So the
is why they
infinity of
invented
time
calculus.
is averaged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Well, if time's infinite, we don't actually know.
I mean, so once we all become the Brahmin, like, does the heat death of the universe occur?
That
I think it's just average throughout all of time.
no, I think that's the big crunch, not the heat death.
Okay. So we go back to being a singularity of all of existence.
So the big crunch becomes the slow and gradual crunch.
Yeah. But, like, it happens eventually, and we become the
Or it's
proto-Big
always
Bang.
happening.
So during the big crunch, that's when communist Halloween can work. And that's the only time.
Yeah.
So this is what happens when you go into like a black hole.
Is this
Yeah.
what happens when you do communist Halloween, or does communist Halloween happen?
No,
because
communist
people-
Halloween
is
comes
a part
from
of
this.
this. Yeah.
Okay, I understand now.
So, like-
this is a fully realized, understandable, normalizable theory.
Yeah. We can experimentally test this.
All right, I think we might be good for now.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you all for listening. Sorry, it's such a weird episode. We'll be back to reality next week. Thank God we don't live in the end of Evangelion, and we do live in the real world, where unfortunately we have been evicted and expelled by the podcasting network at William and Mary at Spreaker.com/user/PNWM, which is the address where you can also listen to more podcasts on the network. Check us out.
If you're into that kind of stuff. If you're into betraying our trust.
Indeed. Check us out at Reddit at reddit.com/r/foolsandfiction. I've stumbled over my words there. Email us at foolsandfiction@gmail.com. Leave us a review on iTunes and possibly a rating.
Right.
And if communist Halloween is something you desire, then go out and vote.
I
vote
promise
matters.
next week will be more normal.
All right.
This was just like,
It is
well,
time.
you know.
Bye. Please, for the love of God, turn the podcast off.